oh, I suck, or I'm stupid, or I've ruined everything. Hi. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys. I know it's just been like a week, but anyways. Alright, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time here, yes, I am Esther, and I make videos on motivation, lifestyle, motherhood, and relationship. Yes, guys. Alright, so let's get into what we have today. So today we'll be talking about how do we build self-confidence. How do we go from I'm not sure, I don't know how to do this, I feel scared, to don't worry, I got this, I can do it, right? So we're going to get into that. Now, self-confidence is not actually something that we are born with, right? Self-confidence is not something that we're born with. Self-confidence is something that we work on. So we see, people, men and women, and they look like they just exude so much confidence. And we feel like, wow, this person is so good. But I'm here to tell you today that you can also be that person that exudes confidence. Now, many people that we see that have confidence, they actually worked on themselves. Some of them have been working on it for years and years. You understand that, right? And so today, I'm just going to help you and let you know that you can also have that confidence. Yes, there's some people that are born with that natural, ability, and even they do have moments where they have self-doubt, moments where they question things, where they feel like, I'm not sure if this thing is going well. So all of us are going to be, faced with those challenges in life where we get to, we doubt ourselves, we question ourselves. Now, one thing I would say is, the tip number one, right, is that you need to be silent to the naysayers. And what do I mean by that? It means that, now imagine that you've been working on this exciting, amazing project, right? So for months, like, you had this great idea, and in your mind, like, this idea is just like 100%, like, nobody can say no, right? So, and then you find, people that you think, should buy into this, and you pitch your ideas. And guess what? You get your first no. And at that point, you're like, what? You're just so, like, deflated. And you feel like, our natural response is we're not going to continue. But if you want to grow in that area, if you want to develop confidence in that particular aspect of your life, then you have to push through the no's. That means that you need to keep checking until you find somebody who says a yes. So it says that there are at least 7 billion of us, right, on this earth. You would actually find one person who, badens your style, like this, your style, you gel. So you just keep looking until you find that yes. So don't allow the naysayers get to you. You push through until you get your yes, right? So that you can grow in that area. So you cannot cower the first no you get. You got to do it. Everybody that is successful today, we always hear that, there were times where, they had some no's, people thought their ideas were not good enough, right? But now today, many of them, we hear about them. So they push through, and that's what you need to do, right? So you need to push through, right? Say no to the naysayers and get that yes. And that will help you to build your confidence. And now the tip number 2 I'm going to give to you is practice confidence. You're like, what? Which one is practice confidence? I don't have confidence. How can I practice confidence? Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. Practice confidence is you appear confident even if you don't feel confident. So even if in your mind you're shaking, right, you need to appear confident. Now, there are certain ways you can do that. And one of them is your body language. You need to work on your body language. Now, one of the things you need to do is learn to make eye contact. Whenever you're having a discussion with somebody, even though you're scared, like you're shaking inside of you, make that eye contact. That actually helps you to build confidence. Like in your mind, you're like, Jesus, like you're melting, you're like a jellyfish. But when you maintain eye contact, it helps you to build confidence. Then another thing is practice. Imagine you have a presentation that you need to give. The first time you're going to give that presentation should not be the actual presentation. You need to practice. And that's why you see many people like, oh, they're like, oh, this person is a good speaker. This person does this. Many people actually practice. Now, you could practice in front of the mirror in order to build your confidence. Or if you want to have feedback from other people, then you can actually gather maybe your family or friends. However, I'll just advise you, don't have people that like to argue for argument's sake. So if you have a friend who always criticizes, always has something, has an opinion about everything, then maybe, you know, if you're trying to build confidence, you don't actually need that person. You understand what I'm saying, right? Somebody who's like, you're like 2 + 2 is 5. Person like, no, it's 2 times 2. And then both of you are arguing, and by the time you're done, like everybody is just mentally and emotionally drained. Now, if you're going to have people in your circle, right, it has to be people that you trust and people that you listen to. And also, if you're going to have them, you have to be willing to listen to their constructive criticism. You have to be willing to listen to their feedback. Right, so that's another thing you can do. So you practice in front of the mirror, or you practice other people and get feedback. Like even experts in businesses, right? They know that they don't know everything, so they don't mind, you know, receiving feedback from others. And this is where we say practice makes perfect. But I also believe that even practice makes expert. You see, people who are good in a certain area is because they've been practicing. And I also believe that practice makes better. So you need to practice confidence in order to be confident. Yes, I said so. All right. And finally, tip number 3. Now, there are other tips definitely to build our confidence, and I'm going to make this a series because in this year 2021 we are going to do things, you know, better. We're going to do things afraid. That means that we're not going to let fear stop us. So even if we're not confident about something, we have the keys, right? We can practice, we push through the nose, and I'm going to tell you the third thing. Before I get to that, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I mean share this video with your friend. Like, don't be stingy. Like, you want your friend to also grow in the area of confidence, right? So share this video also with your friend, and tell your friend to also tell, you know, their friend. You understand me? You feel me? Yes. And also you can share in the comment section what are the ways you think that people can also build confidence. Like, besides these tips I'm giving you, what other ways can people, you know, build confidence? And if you enjoyed this video, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Yes, the final tip I would say is be kind to others and be kind to yourself. And we're going to explore that. Now, be kind to others in the sense that you celebrate other people. Right, so if your friend is doing something great, something amazing, you celebrate your friend. People that celebrate other people do not have time to compare, and they do not have time to, you know, be sad. Because the truth is, if your friend is doing something and you're not celebrating and you're just sad in your corner, that would affect your self-esteem, and of course that would affect your confidence. So learn to celebrate other people. And also help somebody out. Helping actually helps our self-esteem too. And again, if you improve your self-esteem, you're going to improve your confidence. And my final tip is be compassionate to yourself. Yes, be compassionate to yourself. Like, understand that people make mistakes in this life. So if after you practice that presentation, you make a mistake, that's not the end of it for you. Right? Don't feel like, oh my God, that's the end. And don't say bad words to yourself. Don't say, oh, I suck, or I'm stupid, or I've ruined everything. I understand that sometimes we make grievous mistakes and it looks like it's the end of the world, right? However, be compassionate to yourself. When you make mistakes, laugh at yourself. I mean, some of you are too serious. Like, laugh at yourself. Like me, sometimes I watch my YouTube videos and I'm like, Esther, what is that? Like, what did you just say? And I mean, there was one I was watching, I was like, personally for me. It's like, girl, what is personally for me? Personally, it's for you. And I couldn't cut that part out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to stress. I mean, I watch it and I just laugh, you know. We're going to make mistakes, and that's not going to stop me from making more videos. Y'all feel me? Yes. So, and you need to, you know, you need to be compassionate. Laugh at yourself. Imagine something happens to you. Imagine somebody comments, oh, you know, oh, maybe your hair looks scattered or whatever, or your shirt don't look nice, and then you're like, really, do you mean that? Guess what? You've given that person power, because then the person would continue to analyze, oh yeah, the hair is not that, the dress is not this. When somebody says that, you're like, I know, right? Like, what can I do? Like, I was just, you make your excuse, you laugh at yourself, you know, and the beauty is when you laugh at yourself, other people laugh with you, not at you. You know, so laugh at yourself. Be, you know, be compassionate, be kind to yourself. People make mistakes, and failure is not the end of the journey, right? Failure is not the end of life. We're all going to, you know, when you fail, you understand that this is a way not to do something, and then you find other ways to do it. And when you also fail, you can share that experience with other people, you know, that, oh, I did this and I realized, you know, this, you know, it doesn't work this way, and this is a better approach. So it also helps you to, you know, build yourself and build your confidence. And if people are going to talk about you because you made a mistake or you failed at something, most of them are just going to talk behind you. And guess what? Those that talk behind you, well, that's where they're supposed to be, behind you. So don't bother with those people, okay? All right, guys, so that is it. And do not forget to like, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, guys. And as always, love you so much. And do follow me on my social media page. Do It Afraid brand on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Peace out. Bye. Mwah.